do you have a plan if the hits the fan? I want to say, I don't think most people, and I know there's a lot of you that do understand this, that you can't stay in your house in a city limits after so long of a power outage. Sewage stops working, everything just stops, and they'll let you hang out there for a long time. Might be a month, might be even a month and a half. Eventually, if things especially with all the data centers that are going in, and this is going to happen. Our power grid's going to go down, and it's going to go down more than just for a couple days or even a week or two, and that will get more and more. We're not getting any better at that. We're getting better at building things that take power, but we're not getting better at things that, generate power, obviously. So that's going to happen. That's going to go down, and then it'll be a situation where you can't stay in your house. That's why they have all these places I pass by on my bike in the desert, FEMA trailers out there, and there's all sorts of other stuff. If you're a nomad, you live in, say, in California, Nevada area, and you go out in the desert, you've seen these things, and if you haven't, I'm surprised. All you got to do is venture down some dirt roads. All you got to do is look. Now, I know there's a lot of people say, those aren't FEMA camps, and those aren't. Well, yeah, they are. As a matter of fact, I will go by one that makes plastic coffins, and it's hundreds of thousands of stacked, like cups, plastic cups stacked, plastic coffins. And it's for, natural disasters and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff's all prepped and ready to go. All you got to do, and that's not to scare you, that's just for an awareness. All you got to do is have a plan before they have a plan for you. So that's always my message almost in every video. Not all of them. So that whole scene out there, is ready for people to go to. Now, I go through places that have like these areas that, are just all senior citizens, like 50 plus communities. I'm 60. God forbid I ever get stuck in one of those and have to stay there. Or so be coming by with buses and giving everybody a ride out to the new place to be safe, get food and water. It may happen someday. I may have to stay in one of those places and I'm stuck and no one's going to help me and I'll go down with everybody else. If you have thought about, well, I'm like a prepper, I'm all prepped and I have my little backpack with my stuff in it and some money and my water filter and all that, and I'll just go off, I'll just take off if something happens. And that might be an option. It's an option at least for a few days, maybe. And if you're really good and you're really prepped, you might last for a lot longer. You might last for a year or two. But I know for a fact that this kind of stuff and all the clothes all the synthetics we use, and especially me as a cyclist, they don't last very long. So I wouldn't last too long, the way that I'm set up. It would have to be different. The big fires in California, and it was even on the coast, Half Moon Bay, and that's a rare place to have fires. And it was closing in, and it was during COVID. And we're just getting kind of like, we better pack up some bags, and they're saying, yeah, pack up, get ready to evacuate. My mindset is before we evacuate, get everything we need, but not just go down to the local shelter. Get a little bit out of there, get out, especially since it was during the thing that was going on. I don't want my family and me to be, contained around a bunch of people during that. And a fire going on, no fresh air. It was an outside gated area they wanted us to go down to once it got real bad. And it was down near the water on the ocean. And they had a big fence around it, and you could get in and out, and it wasn't locked or anything. And they had water and bathrooms. It was set up great, but lots of people were going down there. It was just flooding with people. And we all go down and look at it, and we're like, oh, that's an option? I go, you guys, why don't we pack it up and take off to Northern California to my friend's property? We're welcome there. We can go there. And it's remote and safe. There's water, power, everything we need. And my friend said, come on up. For now, I'm trying to be aware, move gracefully through. I'm not in a car, I'm not in a house. And I'm not stuck in that situation now. And that's why I like to travel and kind of be mobile, especially with the way things are now. I just worry about my loved ones, my friends, and the world mainly. Yes, the power's going to go down, grid's going to go down, And it's just, you should be ready for it. And you shouldn't really maybe think that it's just going to be people bringing you supplies and you can maybe go over to Uncle Joe's. That may not be an option. So an option, I always say, is if you feel it, if you smell it coming beforehand, have maybe a friend like I did and do up in Northern California, Oregon border, where it could be just as bad, right? The other thing, most important point at the end of this video right here is when it really gets bad and people get crazy, you got a lot of people with guns and weapons and that don't even know how to use them, not properly trained or just freaked out. People won't be easy to approach at that point. Approaching people will probably not be an option. You keep that sun in your heart and you give a smile at the right time and you look at that person, you will run into people that will help you. You can't do it alone. I mean, you can do it alone for a long time. You can be a hermit and you can make it for years alone. But you're going to need somebody eventually. And if you don't believe that, I understand that. But we need help out there. We're not completely alone here. We did come in alone, we go out alone, but on the way, we need a little help. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.